Hey, nobody is here yet, probably because I took some time off of live streams. So hopefully I haven't lost too much of my live stream people. Hopefully some of you will be back soon. Right now I'm talking to myself. Let's see what happens. We'll give it a minute. Oh, somebody's coming in. Cool. Good to see somebody here. We're just getting rolling here. I missed last week. I had a couple coming in now. 3. Okay, looks like we're going to get a few people. Hey, Dodge Boy, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. How you been doing? William is here. What's up, William? What's up with your car? I said you had to take it in for some warranty stuff. Good to see you guys. I skipped last Sunday. Just some stuff happened and things sort of spiraled out of control. I just couldn't get this. I couldn't get things done in time to actually get in here and do this. So kind of had a unusual weekend last week. Oh, you're in Big Springs, Nebraska. Cool. The heck are you doing there? I'm trying to think where that's at. Oh, that's right. I saw you had a picture of that moisture in the headlight. Oh, and rust under the hood, huh? Ooh. That's right. I think I saw you had posted a picture of that moisture in the headlight. Robbie, friends, what's going on? Yes, still celebrating getting the car paid off today. So, or this actually, it's been paid off for a couple of weeks. We just got the title Friday, I guess. Yeah. 8976. Okay, cool. Gotcha. I know that. I know about where you're at then. Good to see you guys here. Thanks everybody for coming in. Appreciate it. Completely murdered out now. Cool, man. I'm a long ways from I-80 and I-76. Had a pretty good weekend. It's been really gloomy and not the best weather this weekend, but not terrible. At least it's not cold. It's just kind of gloomy. It was a little bit chilly this morning. Took the car out a little. I mostly just took the car out today to make a video for you guys. That's pretty much the main purpose of getting it out today. Had some other stuff going on after that, but I came home and switched cars because I had to go park it in like a dirt parking lot across some railroad tracks and stuff like that. So I brought the Challenger home and got the old Saturn and took it to my thing that I had to go to earlier. It had a blackout acrylic headlight and tail light. Sweet. Very nice, man. Awesome. Yeah, Wyoming's been having, I know up in Montana, Wyoming, and some of those, they've been getting it hit pretty hard lately a couple times. That kind of sucks, but hey, Sky One is here. What's up, Sky One? How you doing? I'm glad everybody's coming in because I was worried since I skipped last week, and I skipped a week, a couple, maybe about a month ago or so too. So I was hoping I wouldn't lose all my live stream people. Good to see you guys. So the Challenger is paid off after 2 years, which is very cool. Very excited about that. Got the title in hand, which is nice. That was the plan, and we stuck to it and got it done. So very happy about that. Car is running great. Tires are doing good. Everything's cool. Chad, what is up, man? What's going on, Chad? Good to see you, Chad. Thanks for coming in. Missed everybody last week. Sky got some great footage of the Blue Ridge Parkway here in North Carolina, and we'll be posting. Oh, sweet, cool. I like watching that kind of stuff. Hey, Becky is here. The chat has begun. Becky has arrived. Thanks for coming in, Becky. Dodge Boy, we're pretty much getting a Tesla Model 3, so it's pretty much been decided. It's just a matter of getting one now or waiting. Both sides have their ups and downs, but we'll see. Yeah, we drove one and stuff, and just it's until you drive one, it's hard to explain. Man, it's a pretty amazing car. So, you coming in, man? Oh, you're in Omaha picking up a load. Cool. Take care, man. Thanks for being here. I mean, I'd like to get another Challenger or a Charger or something, but since my girlfriend Kim, she is into the whole electric car and hybrids and all that stuff. That's kind of her thing. And she came along with me in getting the Challenger, so now it's her turn. So I'm up for whatever, but I'm really happy um, that she's decided on the Model 3 because that's one of the few of that type of car that excites me. It really does. Really a great car, and I love it. So I'm pretty happy that we're going to do that instead of like a Prius Prime or something, which does nothing for me whatsoever. But I mean, I would go along with it because, like I said, it's only fair. But thank you, Becky. Yeah, fun. I'm glad we got it paid off. It's nice to be able to do that. Feel very lucky to sacrifice a few things. You know, like I said, we're not rich or anything, but it's nice to get it paid off like 4 years early, which is cool. So, Hail Happy, what is going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Hey, we got a pretty decent crowd already. Nice. Maybe I should skip weeks more often. Got quite a decent little crowd in here. Nice. Anybody do anything interesting in the last couple of weeks that I missed? Oh, you were on time last week too. I was trying to get here and do this, but we had company and stuff going on, and it was just kind of a crazy weekend. And by the time I was kind of free, it was like too late to even get started on this. So felt bad, but things happen. I kind of missed it. It felt like a weird weekend since I didn't end it with the old live stream. You know, you get used to it; it becomes part of your life. And like we talked about a couple weeks ago, it's like your social life. You know, I missed something, but we're back now, so that's cool. We got a lot of people in here, so that's nice. Very happy about that. It's been a pretty good day. Friday I gave my 2 weeks notice. It's actually a little bit short of 2 weeks, I guess. It would be one day short of 2 weeks notice at my job. I said that Halloween will be my last day at the job I'm at now that I recently switched to. I was working the place before that. I was there for like about 7.5 years or something, close to 8 years, I guess, something like that. But I switched jobs thinking this would be a good move and that I would like it and I'd enjoy it more. But unfortunately, it just hasn't turned out that way. Life is that way sometimes. Things happen, and I went ahead and put in my 2 weeks because it's just not. After 6 months of it, I just haven't felt comfortable. I still don't feel comfortable, and I feel kind of out of place and not at home. And it's not really anybody's fault. It's just the way it is. So decided to go in and give them my 2 weeks. Robbie's been on his tractor all weekend, tired of breathing. Oh, I bet. Yeah, everybody's on the tractor. I deliver stuff during the mid morning and early afternoon. I'm out delivering out in the country, you know, out on the back highways and all that. It's all these little small towns out here in Nebraska. So I see all the harvesting going on, all the trucks flying up and down the dirt roads and the highways, and all the tractors out in the field and all that stuff. Everybody's going to town, dust everywhere. Hey, Dominic. Hello, Dominic. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. All right. We got people coming back. Yeah, Becky, I didn't. I mean, I don't hate it. I just, like I said, I just don't really feel like I fit in. It just doesn't feel right. So I kept thinking maybe it eventually would, but I feel awkward every day there. And after 6 months, there still hasn't been a day when I didn't like really dread going in. So I figured it's time to do something different before I get into another job for 8 or 10 years that I don't want to be at. You know what I'm saying? So, Dodge Boy, any plans for the Scat Pack? I don't know exactly. Now that it's paid off, we might open it up things a little bit more. And I don't know. Kind of got a few ideas. Nothing major yet, but we'll see. Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate that. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to be able to do that. And I'm very lucky, very blessed, I guess, or lucky, or whatever you want to say. Dodge, but I'd like to do like, well, I do want to do the Hellcat lower air box, and I want to do um, strut tower brace and one in the front and back, and some kind of minor things like that. Probably nothing too major coming up, but some just minor little things here and there. I still want to get the windows tinted, but I don't know if we're going to get that done. Tell Happy says your job's going through some changes. You're going to have more free time holding off on the new car purchase till spring. Spring will be here before you know it, so it won't seem like too bad of a thing. That's kind of what we're juggling, some different things, trying to figure out if we want to get this thing now, this Tesla now, or wait until like the first of the year or February or something like that. Just kind of depends. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're waiting to hear from our I don't know what they call them at Tesla. Everything's different. It's not a dealership. It's a store, and it's not a sales guy. It's something else. But anyway, he's going to get back with us hopefully on Wednesday. We left him a message, but we got an instant message back that said he's out. He's gone till Wednesday. So, yeah, no, Dodge Boy. That's the thing about the rear brace. And I heard if you just do the front one, it kind of, I've heard people not have great reviews about doing just the front. And then the rear brace it looks to me like it takes up a lot of space. I haven't seen one in actual person, but from pictures and videos and stuff, it looks like it takes up a lot of space. And then you also got to cut up a lot of stuff back there too, as far as the interior parts. That's kind of a concern. And I mean, that's one of the things I really like about the car is the huge trunk space. It's got a really nice big trunk. So not that I've ever filled it up or really needed to even come close to filling it up since we've had it for 2 years and I've never even come close to like packing that thing with stuff to where it couldn't fit anymore. I've never probably even had it more than half full, but still it does look like it takes up a lot of space. You're right. The front one's like nothing, and it's a 10-minute job to put it on, and the rear one's like you got to take everything out and cut stuff, and it's a lot more involved, and it takes up space. So we'll see. Probably not going to be much going on with it until at least spring. We're getting ready to go into the deep freeze here before too long. So where I live, it's going to be probably horrible weather for several months here. So we may not be doing anything too crazy to it. We may get a little bit more nice weather. We got some nice weather last week. So, the previous, some like 70s and stuff, which is actually, I think it got up to 80 one day, but we are getting to that time of year where it suddenly turns into miserable. Still be driving it on the days when it's not snowing or icy or anything like that, probably. Maybe even a little bit in the snow, but yeah, I hope so too, Dominic. I know last year it came kind of early, kind of like this year. We got a little bit of bad weather so far, but nothing major. But I think by this time last year, I think we'd already had a little bit of snow, which we have not had yet. But because I saw like it was a last week or two. Facebook sends you those 1 year ago today thing, those memory things or whatever. And I had posted about first snow of the year already in October or something. So yeah, I think it's probably getting close to something like that happening soon. Someday I'm going to get out of here and move somewhere where it doesn't do that, but we'll see right now we got kids in school here and stuff like that. So it's still in high school. So once everybody's off on their own and college and stuff like that, we might just take off and go somewhere else. Yeah, I've heard that Dodge boy. You definitely want to get the Hellcat filter as well because there is a difference. Yeah, I've always heard that the lower Hellcat airbox. It's a good mod. It's not that expensive to do. It's easy to do, and it's some people say it's some people think it's better than a cold air intake or whatever. I don't know. It's a matter of opinion, but oh, Chad, spitting snow up. Oh man, no, don't send it our way. We don't. We're good. It's all good here. Hey, Happy, take care, man. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks for coming. See you next week. Yeah, come back next week for sure. We'll be here again. Dodge Boy says it's a good mod and it's worth it. Yeah, I mean it's not that expensive, so I think it's worth it and something to do. And even if it's not, whatever, it's not. It's like it's some huge expensive expense thing, and then you regret it or something. So it's not a big deal. Simple to do, and 11 people. Nice. Been here about 17 minutes so far. Not bad. It's going by quick as usual. I start talking and time flies. I don't know if I told you guys, one of the places I delivered to now, the guy, one of the owners there has a Scat Pack. He has I think it's a 16 Scat Pack Challenger. I didn't realize he had one until a couple weeks ago. He pulled up in front of our store. He came to pick something up instead of having us deliver it, and he was in his Scat Pack, which was pretty cool. I got all excited. I saw it coming, and I was like, "Oh man, cool car!" And then I realized he was coming to our store. I was like, "Oh man, he's coming to our store!" And then when he pulled up, I realized who it was. It's like, "Oh, I know that guy." So it was kind of cool. Somebody he lives about 20 miles from here, which I didn't know there was another one that close, but pretty cool. He's a nice guy. He also has that, he owns a mechanic shop and all that. Pretty nice place. And so I guess since he's into these cars, and if I had to have anything major done, I think I would like to take it to him. Since it's something that he seems to be into, I'd feel pretty comfortable taking mine to him. Yeah, no Hellcats around here. There's a there's no Hellcats anywhere near here that I know of. Anyway, there is somebody with a C7 Z06, and there's a couple other Challengers around, but they're both 6-cylinder Challengers. And there's a couple Camaro. I live in 1,800 people here, so there's not a lot. It's mostly pickup trucks here, pickup trucks and SUVs, and then old minivans and stuff, depending on how much money somebody has. It's everything from mostly junky old minivans to everything from really beautiful pickup trucks to really junky pickup trucks, and lots of kind of your everyday run of the mill SUVs and crossovers that you can't tell one from another. Lots of those around here. So not too much in the way of exciting cars or cars that I think are cool. Yeah, Dominic, I read that somewhere over the weekend here that Dodge is doing an ACR Challenger for 2021. Also, there's the thing, I don't know, but I'm sure everybody else saw the picture from Dodge of the Challenger with the odometer that said 2023. Some sort of a hint, possibly, that they're gonna do the new model in 2023 or get rid of the car in 2023, or who knows what it means or if it means anything. But I don't know if you guys saw that. I think most of you probably did. Becky says it was Challenger Day. Three drove by last week on your way home. Cool. Yeah, I think it's going to be 2023. They're going to do a new model. I think that would be my call. Because if they're going to get rid of it, I don't think they would be announcing it, giving hints as to that. So I think the C8 Vet is beautiful, Dodge Boy. I think it's a fantastic design, and it's only going to get better when they come out with like the Z06 and ZR1 versions or whatever they decide to call them. Because they always come out with the base one first, and then in a year or two, the other two will be out or whatever they're going to do. And yeah, man, there's a lot of excitement over that C8, and I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I can't wait to see one. I haven't seen one yet, and I'd love to see one in real life. That would be awesome, and I think it's a beautiful car. And I think they're going to sell the crap out of those things, because for the prices that they're going to sell them for what they are, it's pretty cool. Mr. 47 says, more vroom, less talkie. I get that a lot. I like to talk on video, man, so How's it going, Mr. 47? Or MR 47, or whatever that's supposed to be. Dodge Boy, what do you think of the C8? Thanks, Mr. 47. Oh, thank you very much. I love it too. It's been a great car, and I love it. Still, after 2 years, it's still, get out and look at it when you walk away, and walking into a store or into work or whatever, and turn around and give it one last look. And it's still still in the honeymoon period. Probably always will be. That's when you bought the right car, when you still, after 2 years, you're still kind of like just looking at it sometimes, Good therapy too. Getting a little bit of a bad mood or something, just go in the car. And you like the Dodge Boy, you like the C7 design. I like the C7 design a lot too. I've always liked Corvettes, but the C7 design is cool. But they did need to go to mid-engine, because they pretty much pushed the front engine thing as far as you can go to be able to get any more handling and performance out of it. They pretty much had to do what they did, and it looks great. And I think they did a great job. And even though I drive a Mopar, and I'm into Mopars and Challengers in my cars, and that's what I love, I still can respect other manufacturers when they do cool stuff. And they definitely, one of the only things GM has done right lately is that C8. Everything else they've done is weird. The pickup trucks look horrible. The Camaro's ugly. Although it's a good car, it's not attractive, and at least not to me. But I think they hit it out of the park with the C8 personally. Chad's got to go. Hey, Chad, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. I don't know where we're going to get our comedy from now that you're leaving, but usually got me laughing pretty hard. Take care, man. Cool, Miss 47. Yeah, you'll get it. Get that. Once you get your Challenger, you're going to be surprised how much time you spend just kind of looking at it and kind of being happy that you have something. And material things don't mean a whole lot, but if it's something that makes you feel good and you like it, and you enjoy driving it and you enjoy looking at it, it's a cool thing. It's kind of like some people are into art, some people are into musical instruments or cars or motorcycles, or everyone has their thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I like looking at my car, man. It's beautiful. I love driving it. Yep. Becky says 5 years later, she still likes looking at her baby in the driveway. I hear you. I understand other, there's a lot of people who couldn't care less as long as their car gets them from point A to point B or whatever. And they're happy with that. And that's fine too. And I agree with that. If you have a car that gets you around, you got a good car. So, but it's nice to have a car that gets you around that also you really think is really cool and you really love a lot. So it's kind of cool. It's nice. Yeah, Dominic, never get tired of the Challenger, being around for 12 years. I've been watching a lot of, what's it called? There's this one channel on YouTube, and I can never remember the damn name of it. But it's mostly these older guys. They're like automotive expert guys that's in Detroit. There's like a guy from the Detroit News, a guy from the Detroit Free Press, a guy who worked for he's worked for all of the car companies over the years. And they were talking about the Challenger the other day. They talk about everything, but Challenger came up in one of their conversations the other day, and they were talking about how it's been the same car for all these years, haven't changed it much, but how genius it is, the things that they're doing with it to keep it, how smart it is to just do these little things to it, put different engines in it and different things to it to kind of keep it interesting without spending the ridiculous amount of money to build an entirely new car. So that's what I've always said. I agree with it. That's what I've always been saying too. So pretty amazing. Well, a lot of people say that, but Mr. 47, you wish you could get a scat pack, but the insurance would kill you. So yeah, if you're when you're that young, it's going to be tough. The insurance is going to hit you, and depending on where you live too. Oh yeah, the RT. We drove an RT and all that stuff before we bought the scat pack, and it's got plenty. There's plenty. There's, when you're driving around on the streets and stuff, the scat pack is more than you can really use power wise. I'm sure Hellcat's even more so. Obviously, way more so. And I'm sure the RT is probably similar. You're never going to be able to probably totally use all the horsepower and torque on the city streets and all that stuff. So you'll be fine. You won't. It's still, just think your RT is still going to have more power and be quicker than what do you want to say, 85% of the cars out there. So but keep your driving record good, and try not to, and keep your credit good and all that, and your insurance won't be so bad. And then if you drive that car for a couple of years or whatever and decide you want to get a scat pack, it'll be a lot easier on you. Some people say they report when they get a scat pack or whatever, they move up to that from the RT, it doesn't even change. So, and I've had people say they had a scat pack and they went and got a Hellcat and their insurance went down for some reason. Or I've had people say it went up like $2, and some say it went down. You can never understand how insurance companies work. Nobody can understand it, but how do you say your name? Is that Pashio one? Peachy? I don't know. Anyway, would you get the wide body? I would love to have, but the wide body is beautiful. Yeah, Mr. 47, you'll get it. You'll get it. Just keep working towards it, and you'll get that car. Yeah, the wide body's cool looking. I would love the wide body. Peachy or whatever your name. Sometimes these names are hard to figure out how they want them pronounced. So yeah, Mr. 47, we drove an orange RT on the lot, same place where we bought the car, where we ordered our car from. They had an orange RT, and Kim, my girlfriend Kim, she wanted to drive a Challenger just at least once before we ordered one, because she wanted to make sure it wasn't too big and that she enjoyed driving it and all that stuff. So we drove that. She drove it. Actually, I didn't even drive it, but she drove it, and she really liked it, and it could feel the power. It really was. And I told her, because she kept talking about how fast it was and how much power it had, and I was like, well, our car is going to have quite a bit more than this. So, but yeah, it was plenty fast and sounded good. They really do sound good. The 5.7 sounds great. So. Yes, it's me. Just watch my video. Well, thank you. Welcome. Yes, it's me. Yeah, finally got her paid off. Not finally, I guess. Got her paid off way early. It feels like finally. It's been 2 years, but yeah, it's all paid off and done and title in hand. So that's a nice thing to have. Let's see. In my opinion, what is the best way to buy a Challenger when you're young? It depends on what you're looking for exactly. And I would say, first of all, save up some money, make sure you can afford it, and not just the car payment, but you got to think of all the other things. It's going to cost you more in insurance. It's going to cost you a lot in gas. You're going to want to keep it spotlessly clean all the time. It gets expensive. So make sure that you can afford the car and without it being too stressful. That would be my biggest thing. So you don't want it to suck up all the money, and so you can't enjoy your life, And I don't know. It just depends on your situation too. It depends on how much money you make and how much you're looking to spend and all that kind of thing. I'm trying to think how much do I spend on gas each month. I just put out a total. God, what was it, guys? Do you guys remember my video from last couple videos? I did a 2-year, how much it cost me in gas for 2 years. I want to say it was about $4,000 in gas over 2 years. So if you divide that by 24 months, yes, it's me. You have a 2015 Mustang GT with 25,000 in mods. Wow. I know what it's like to own your car. Feels good. Yeah, I bet it does. Cool. Yes, it's me. Thank you. Wow, dude. Or I don't know if you're a dude or not, but thank you so much. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. That is totally cool. Your Mustang must be pretty badass if you got 25,000 mods. That must be, I bet that is a fast car. What all have you done to that thing? Really appreciate that, man. You got a channel or anything where we can look at your car? Thank you so much for that, dude. Appreciate it. Wow. I think that's the biggest. You don't have a channel? Oh, man. You should get a channel, dude. Fat Kid did a video on a crazy rat Mustang. Thank you so much. That's shocking. Awesome. I love Mustangs a lot. I'm not a big fan of the newer Camaros. I don't think they look very good, but they're good cars and they're fast and all that. I really love Mustangs though. They all look good, and man, actually for quite a while now, they've been making a nice looking car. GT350 is probably one of my dream cars. I would love that. They just sound so damn good with that flat plane crank and everything. The exhaust note on the GT350 is amazing. And it's a great handling car. I really like Mustangs a lot. But like I said, the Camaros, I like them from the performance standpoint, and I think they're a good car. Nothing wrong with them other than the styling, in my opinion. The styling is all a matter of opinion, but I think a lot of people agree with me. When that brand new Mustang came out, a lot of people were kind of turned off by it. So it looks like it's smiling or something, which is kind of weird. For that kind of car, it shouldn't look like it's smiling at you. I don't know. Hey, Sean is here. What's up, Sean? Thanks again. Yes, it's me, man. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, I paid off the Challenger, man. Or I should say, paid off the Challenger. I don't know. Someone just asked me about what's going to happen before anything new mods wise. I think Dodge Boy was just asking me that. Not really sure. Maybe some minor stuff we were talking about. I've been talking about obviously before. Hellcat lower airbox, no big deal there, but possibly front and rear strut braces, maybe. Nothing too crazy with the engine or anything like that. We're getting ready to buy another car, so that'll probably be. Hey, yes, it's me. If you send me pictures of your car, I'll put them in my videos. I do that. I need to make another one of those videos soon. I keep saying that. But if you look on any of my videos, I put my email address at the bottom of the description. So if you go in there and send me pictures of your Mustang, I'll get them in my video. I'll probably be making one of those videos pretty soon. I think I've got a few pictures. I might get mostly Mopar pictures, but like I always say, it could be anything, any car, any boat, motorcycle, airplane, any kind of vehicle that you want to put in there. And I will and tell me what name you want on the screen too when I put it up there, so people will know. Yeah, Sean, I would like an aftermarket. I would love to have a Barton shifter, but yeah. Oh, did I do? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did do your car. I remember there was a nice Mustang in there. See, I haven't made one of those videos in probably like a month, maybe longer. It's been a while. I was doing a whole bunch in a row there, and then it kind of faded away. It got to where I wasn't getting too many people sending stuff, but I've had a few in the last couple of weeks. So okay. Matthew Trenberth, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, man? Says congrats on paying off the Challenger. Thank you. You went back into debt. You traded your Sublime Challenger, and you got a 2019 B5 Blue. I love that color. Charger, cool. Scat Pack, nice. Lots more power. It's fun, sweet. That's a good color too, man. It's like the best color, I think. Kim doesn't like the B5, but I love it. So yeah, Matthew, you're gonna love that. You're gonna love the 392, man. It's too fun. Huh. I wonder what's up with that. Yeah, I've seen it do that before to people. It just takes the link right down. I guess you can't post a link. I don't know if there's something I can do on my end. I don't think there is. I don't see anything. Let me try. Yeah, it's not giving me any options to like allow that or anything. So I don't know. Yeah, it's yeah. I think it maybe just thinks when you put a link up that it's going to be spam. I don't know. Um, my email is pjf junior spelled out JUNIOR at gmail.com. Oh, we're getting a lot of talking. I can't keep up with the messages all of a sudden. Good to see you, Matthew. Sub Zero J, what's up? Thank you for the congratulations on the car payoff. We're very happy to get that done and taken care of and out of the way. Very happy about that. Right on schedule. Yeah, think of all the extra mod money on. Yeah, I can't wait either, Sub Zero. Yeah, they're really cool cars. I know it's kind of a hard sell to people who are into Challengers and stuff like that, but boy, they're really cool. And once we got in one, it was a pretty amazing experience, I have to say. Yeah, Sean, we're getting a Tesla Model 3 to go along with the Challenger, and then we still have the other cars too for like bad weather and stuff. Calgary Ramblers in the house. What's up, Calgary? Good to see you. Oh, we're getting a nice little. Yeah, Sean, the car's it's a pretty impressive car, and I don't know, Sean. I think you kind of know my girlfriend. She's into like the hybrids and the electrics and all that, and she came along for the Challenger thing, and so now it's her turn. And I'm thanking God that in the universe that she wants the Tesla Model 3 and not like a Prius or something. So I'm very happy. I love the Model 3. I think it's a cool car. And of all the, electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles, I think it's by far the coolest one out there. So I'm really, really happy that we're doing that. I'm actually excited about it rather than being kind of dreading it. So I'm happy. So your brother has a Model 3 all-wheel drive. Yeah, they're pretty quick. And it's weird because it's not making any noise. You're just all of a sudden, whoa! It's kind of fun. It's an interesting sensation. Oh, cool, Calgary. Yeah, the 370Z is one beautiful car, I must say. I'm not a big Nissan guy or Japanese car guy for that much, but they make some great cars, obviously, and the 370Z is very, very cool. Yes, it's me. Damn, yes, it's me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Damn. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the chats. I appreciate you guys coming in here, and I appreciate everything you guys do and all the conversation. You guys make the chats easy because you just keep it going for me. So you make my life easy when you do this. And like I say, I look forward to this every Sunday night. So I missed last week and it kind of sucked. So we're just going to get the white. The car is slightly a little higher price than what we were kind of looking to go. So the white comes with the price. All the other colors cost money, and the white looks really good. So we're going to get the white. Plus, I like the the glass top on it is dark. It looks black or whatever, but it's glass top. And with the white, it really stands out, which I really like. The other colors, it kind of hides it. And with the white, it really stands out. So I kind of like the white. Not usually a big white car guy, but in that car, it looks really good. And plus, with it being $1,000 less or $1,500 less because of the colors cost more, it's kind of an incentive to get the white. So although there's probably a million white ones out there, which there are, but yeah, sounding. That's right, exactly. So that's like 2 months worth of super chats in like 10 minutes. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. That is awesome. I appreciate everybody that comes in here, and then when someone does that, it's just shocking. It's like very, very cool. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I've had a heck of a good day today. Thank you so much, man. Okay, cool. You sent me a pic over email. Sweet. Sub-Zero is talking to the wife about getting a Tesla when the Challenger Scat Pack is paid for. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's cool, and I think yeah, they are expensive. They are expensive, but you know what? The weird thing is, when Teslas and all the electric stuff first came out, it was mostly like, environmental conscious type people that were looking into them and kind of getting into them. And the farther this goes along, there's starting to be a lot of guys like me who have Challengers or Camaros or Mustangs or whatever, or they're into that kind of thing. And once they're exposed to how quick those cars are and how much fun they are, there's a lot of people kind of like us that suddenly start to kind of like those cars a lot. And I think a lot of people are surprised by that. They think if you're at the Tesla dealership looking at cars, you must be like, one of those people. And it's not really that way anymore. I think a good percentage of the people are there because their cars are quick and they're really cool and they're fun and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. And even the used ones, Sean, are pretty expensive for used cars. They're like not that you can just about go out and buy a brand new one for not a heck of a lot more than you can buy a couple-year-old one. So depending on the model, Dominic, and which one you get on the Teslas, they're anywhere from about 250 at the lowest to I think it's like 360 in some of them. And apparently the new Roadster, when it comes out, is going to have a 600-mile range. I don't know how the heck they're going to do that, but and if you look at the Tesla supercharger network around the country, they're all over the place. They're like along the highways, and the car will tell you which stops to make, which ones to stop at, how long to charge for to get to the next one, or whatever for your whatever trip you have planned. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's a really interesting car, and it's a heck of a lot better than a Prius. So I'm very happy. Yeah, some of them are up in the 300s now, I think. They just did like an update. They do over-the-air updates all the time, and the one they just did gave everybody another 10 miles. How they do that, I don't know, but yeah, doing everything from the screen is a little bit weird, but it became second nature pretty quickly. So just like most things, you get any kind of car that you don't usually drive, everything feels kind of weird for a couple minutes, and then you just get into the groove of it. Yes, it's me. You almost bought a P90D with upgraded superchargers. Model S was 62. Yeah, but gorgeous. Yeah, since you got the Mustang, sure. They're cool though, man. I'm very impressed with their cars, and just especially after actually being in them and stuff. It's Did I say a cuss word? Oh yeah, I know. I have one in the driveway right now. I have a damn Prius. Sub Zero says you wish you could use Google Assistant and Apple Siri with the Tesla, so it feels more. Yeah, I mean, it may be a huge mistake. We don't know, but we're going to do it because I think for a couple of reasons. I think it's a very interesting, cool car. It's very quick. It's very fun. Yeah, I'll check my email. Yeah, I will. Hang on. I will check my email. But it's just a super fun car, and it's exciting. And it may turn out to be a real pain in the ass, pain in the butt. But I'm kind of in the mood to do something crazy, and so yeah. Okay, I'm looking at your car here. Oh yeah, that wrap looks cool. Yellow, black, and grayish camo kind of looking thing. That's awesome. I really like the styling on those newer Mustangs. They look good. Definitely look good. Nice picture. Very cool. Very cool. I think the Tesla's going to be an adventure, and there's probably going to be times when it's going to be scary because you hear about all the range anxiety and all that when you're out trying to go on a trip or somewhere across country and you're watching your percentage go down. And it's not like a gas station where you just got to find one and get to it. Those chargers are a little trickier, but good looking car. Yes, it's very nice, man. Yeah, I'll be doing some Tesla videos soon, I'm sure. Hopefully, that's part of the plan. That's another reason we're doing the Tesla is kind of for the channel too. Certainly, get me a little bit more for my channel than a Prius would, I think. So you're at 87%. Everybody's phones are dying. Justice Me says everything is carbon and not including the engine bay. No one seems to understand how expensive car mod. Oh yeah, even small mods get expensive, and it always ends up being more than you think it's going to be too. Just like all things in life, or especially with cars, there's always one more thing you got to go buy, or something that you got to get to go with it, or a tool you need that you don't have to do it, or whatever. It's always something more than just the parts and the mods. Sub-Zero J, good night, y'all, and congrats again, Joey. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's been an excellent weekend and excellent couple of days, actually. A lot of big changes in my life, and of course, getting the title of the car was nice, and having, like I said, as Sean said, a couple months worth of super chats in a 10-minute period. It was pretty cool. So it's been a heck of a good weekend, man. I'm excited. Good Sub-Zero. Straight Six fan says Tesla will be interesting for sure. I'm excited to see your vids on it. I definitely would skip your Prius videos if you. I wouldn't do Prius. That's the thing. If the Prius would just be like, okay, whatever. But I think I can kind of incorporate the Tesla. It's still going to be a Challenger channel, but I can incorporate the Tesla a little bit, and I think people will be somewhat interested in it. It may attract a few other people who maybe aren't that into the Challenger, but we'll see. Or maybe it'll be a huge mistake and I'll lose everybody. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Yeah, the Prius certainly wouldn't do anything for the channel whatsoever. So your phone, Boise City's phone has range anxiety. Sean says, you understand how expensive car mods are, and the new Challengers are expensive to build up. Yeah, one of the reasons you traded off your Scat Pack and bought the Hellcat. Yeah, sometimes you see a lot of guys taking Scat Packs and doing tons and tons of mods to them, and by the time they're done, they could have probably just gone out and done better buying the Hellcat. So yeah, it's yes, it's me. Says you skipped the whole tune, intake, manifold and stuff, and just threw the 3.2 liter Kenny Bell and called it a day. Wanted power and did that, and I'm done for power mods. I bet that does the job. That thing's got to be pretty damn quick. You only have 5,000 left on your car, Boise. If I get 100,000 subscribers by May 1st, I'll pay your car off for you. So you go out there and get me some subscribers, Boise, and your car will be paid off in May. Of course, by then you'll have made like, what, 6 or 7 payments. So that wouldn't, yeah. Straight Six had a frustrating day in the garage. Oh, no, it wasn't all for naught, but you're deflating for sure. Oh, man. Oh, cool. So you got yours paid off really quick, Straight Six. You got it paid off in beginning of the month. You just bought it last spring. So, hell yeah. Becky Ware, you got 11 more payments left. So keep them going, man. Yes, it's me. Says the only thing left is the full rear end, shafts, drive shaft, loop training, and you don't want to drop 5K because you don't race. Yeah. Sean says you only have 6 years left on your payments for your Hellcat. All these things cost a lot. Yeah, they do, but you know it's worth it. And like I said in the video earlier, I think a lot of us, it's kind of our entertainment and it's our hobby, and so if you factor all that in, you know, and if you sacrifice a thing or two here and there, that doesn't make it that hard to do. I mean, the Hellcat's way more expensive than my car, but still, it's okay. That's right, Boise. You got it in writing right there. If I get 100K by May 1st, I'm going to pay the rest of your car off. Yeah, that's like, yeah, exactly. Yes, it's me. They'll go by Starbucks a couple times a day or once every morning. They're out the bar drinking. A few drinks at the bar, and you buy your buddies a couple, and you buy a girl a drink or whatever. That's a lot of money. You know, smoking, if you smoke, that's a ridiculous amount of money. Yep. So, and I'm like, I don't necessarily have to take a big vacation every year. I don't have to hang out at the bar on the weekends. I know lots of guys, they live in the bar. They spend hundreds of dollars a month at the bar. But when you talk about a car payment or something, they're just astonished that you want to pay that much of a car payment or whatever. But they'll sit in the bar every night and spend $50 a night in the bar. So I don't know. It always confuses me. Yeah, I don't mind making the car payments on a car I really like, especially something that yeah, like a Challenger or even the Tesla, or if I had a Mustang or a Camaro or something, I wouldn't mind because it's cool, you know. Yep, if you smoke and drink, you're making a car payment right there. And if you know, all the other little things, if you got to have the latest phone and you got to have, you name it, there's enough things out there that people do like crazy, and then they go out to eat every night. That's expensive. Even if you go to, you know, fast food every night, it's still more expensive than cooking at home. So Yes, it's me says people ask why I didn't get a ZL1. He says it's like sitting in a tub, you can't see shit. Fast cars though, but yeah, you like what you like. I mean, we all like what we like, and they're all cool cars. I mean, the Camaros and ZL1's awesome, Mustangs are awesome, Challengers are great, love them. Becky Ware says, so glad she got her car, even when she had to give up some stuff like food. Yeah, sometimes you got to give up food or, not all together, but yeah, I agree, Sean. I think the Challenger is super comfortable. That's one of the reasons I like this. People don't like that it's kind of big. I like that about it. I like that it's a little bit bigger and it's more comfortable. You can ride in the thing all day if you have to, and not feel like it beats you to death and you're uncomfortable. You can. It's just as comfortable as any other car to take on a road trip. So, and it's quick and fast and loud and fun and obnoxious, and people love it. And some people hate it, but that's okay too. It brings out the emotions and almost either they love it or they think it's disgusting. So yes, it's me. Says the vet is like sitting in a coffin, super uncomfortable. I think the vets are okay. I haven't obviously haven't been in a C8, but it looks nice. I've been sat in a C7 before. So I don't know. I didn't have to drive around in it though. I just kind of sat in it. So Sean says, "Good seeing you, Joey. Good seeing you, man. Catch you on the live stream. Good. All right, man. Take care. Thanks for coming in, Sean. Totally appreciate you being here. Check out ET Racing, you guys. Sean, you'll see Sean's cars on there. ET Racing does a lot of racing stuff and cool stuff on there. So, Boise City, so you spend under $8 for a 6-pack of beer that I buy only on payday. And once the beer is gone, I don't buy it anymore until next payday. So I have some money there. Yeah, I mean, I'll occasionally pick up a 6-pack of beer. Usually don't even end up drinking it all. It ends up sitting in the damn fridge for so long. I have to throw it out because it's been in there for 6 months. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with picking up. And I drink, obviously, you guys see me drinking I drink a lot of Lipton green tea and a lot of sodas and a lot of, so I spend a little bit of money there on that. But yes, it's me. Says he's a small guy and it's got no room. Got a monster on Taco Bell on the other hand, and knee on the steering wheel. I can't do that in a vet. Yeah. I really like vets though. I do like the Corvettes, but yeah, they are obviously, they're not built for comfort. They're built for what they are. But yeah, the Challenger is definitely a comfortable car. You can relax, kick back, have a drink, and Calgary asked if $70,000 US dollars is a good price for a never titled 2019 Hellcat Challenger. It depends on which one it is and how much stuff's on it, but that sounds about normal, isn't it? About right, guys? Wouldn't that be pretty much average? If you're not talking like wide body or anything like that. The new C8 rear end is exactly like the Camaro. I don't think it's exactly like it. It looks a little bit reminiscent of it. They shouldn't have done that. I agree. They should have made it more its own thing. I do think that's the weak view of the car. The whole thing looks really cool. The straight from behind view is a little bit. It might look better after you get used to it for a while, or it might look better in real life too. A lot of times, videos and pictures don't do something justice. Sometimes in real life, it may look a lot better. So. Yeah, everybody's got to have a guilty pleasure, boys. That's for sure. Mine is my intake of flavored drinks of many sorts, right? Not alcoholic ones, but hey, thanks. Yes, it's me, man. Totally appreciate it. Get that battery charged up. Thanks for the super chats. I really appreciate that more than you know, man. Thank you so much, dude. See you next time. Come on back in. And thanks for supporting the channel. You rock, man. Really. That's amazing. See ya. Hey, Motley's here. What's up, Motley? 392. Calgary says ask because his local dealer down the street has a 2019 wide body. Okay, on his lot since March, the car needs to be sold. It's been titled, only has 13 miles. That sounds like a pretty good deal, isn't it? I thought the wide bodies were a little bit more than that, but because I'm always on there. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to go in there a lot and like build one on the website or whatever. And I thought they were a little bit more than that. So it seems like a pretty good price. So I was thinking it was like 80 or 90. 70 seems like a good price, but like I said, it's been a while since I've done the little build your own thing. So maybe I'm not thinking right. I was thinking 70 was more like a higher end of the regular Hellcat price, like without the wide body, but like a loaded up Hellcat, because in the more basic ones about 62-ish or something. And Dominic says that's what he paid for his wide body. It was just kind of $5,000. Okay. We got 14 people. Well, we've been on an hour now. So Joey, if you hear of anybody who's interested and really wants a good deal, will you not be bothered by a trip up to Canada? And I'm sure somebody interested in a car like that probably wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, I'll have them take a look at your Calgary Rambler. You did 2 videos on. Cool. Yeah, you would think that would move out of there. Maybe it's because of where it's at. Maybe there's just not a lot of call for. That's right. Yeah, red eye we're talking 90 for red eye. That's right. But for just the regular Hellcat, the 717 horsepower version. Yeah, this dealer previously had 2018 Trackhawks that were on the lot as well as their Trackhawk didn't seem to do real well. Cool performance and cool idea and all that, but it didn't seem like it really caught fire with people's imaginations or whatever. Even though it was very quick and all that, and it just seems like a very limited scope of people out there that really were interested in that vehicle. I was looking at it like for like a guy like me who I'm not going to have like probably wouldn't have like a regular Hellcat and then a Trackhawk. If I was going to buy something like that, it would be the Hellcat, the Challenger. Yeah, I just didn't think it took off. I mean, like I said, it's a cool car and it's fast and everything, but if you're driving a really fast car, you want it to, at least in my opinion, I want it to look fast, and I don't want it to go down the street and like most people are going to not know it from the other versions of that car. So I don't know. Just my opinion. I thought it was cool, but I kind of understood why it probably didn't take off really great. Yeah, and they're expensive, and dealers don't want to budge on the price because there's not very many of them. They'd rather just hang on to them forever than move them out. Didn't do a lot for me. I mean, I'd love to drive one or something like that, but it didn't capture my imagination and make me, gosh, I wish I could get one of those. So I saw the Ram has passed the Chevy pickups now in sales. Chevy just keeps messing up their styling so bad on things. And I think that Dodge and Ram and all that they've done, FCA in general does a good job of marketing. Their advertising and all that stuff really, I think it's pretty damn effective. And they got some of the best looking vehicles out there, if not the most, they may not be the most dependable cars in the world, but they sure look good, and they definitely do a great job of marketing those cars to people, kind of catching people's imagination. Yeah, Boise City, I agree. I saw Kevin Van Voris's thing, and he got one, and I haven't watched his channel in a while. He's probably got some other cars by now. It's been a while since I've seen him, but yeah, I think it was too much money for. Like I say, it just looks like a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I know it's really fast and it has the great engine and it's supercharged and all that. And that's a really cool idea, and I love everything about it. I just don't think they're that exciting from an appearance factor and all that. So didn't tall guy get one too at one time? I think he had one or has one, or there's a couple other YouTubers too, I think. Yeah, I think they should have done a little bit more to the appearance of it. I guess maybe the point of it was to be kind of a sleeper or something, but how many people are really interested in buying a factory sleeper type car? I don't really think they are. I think people want to be, you're going to spend that kind of money and have that kind of power. I think kind of you want to be noticed a little bit. I think most people would be. Becky's true. That's right. We're spoiled. After you buy a Challenger, you just can't go. Yeah. Yeah. When you buy a Challenger and everywhere you stop, people want to talk about the car and ask you about it and what engine does it have, how fast is it, or how much did it cost, or what color is that. You know, you get kind of spoiled by all that attention and stuff. And tall guy had one when he was dating Kim, and before he moved to Los Angeles, but in the end, he sold the car to Kim, and she smelled. Oh, ouch. Boise City said you'd buy a Chevy Silverado, the new one, only doing to buy the Trail Boss variant, in my opinion, the only one worth buying. I don't like the new Silverado, just like I don't like the new Camaro, and I got nothing against GM, or I'm not anti-Chevy. I just, their styling is just weird right now. It does not jump out to me at all. So, oh, Dodge Boy says he kind of wishes they would come out with the 300 SRT would be cool to do again. Yeah, Chevy SS was a sleeper. That's true. Very true. That was a good one though. I don't think it ever sold really well though, did it? Yeah, because that Chevy SS could sneak around. People just think it was a Malibu if you didn't look close. There is a Chevy SS here in town. I forgot about that. There is a couple that has a Chevy SS. I forgot about that. There's this blue and it's got this weird red stripe. Not real appealing to me, the color that they use, but it is a pretty quick little car. I'm sure. I haven't found out the hard way, but yeah, 300 SRT would be cool to see again. I really like the new Rams. I think they look good. The latest Fords look really good. The Chevy just doesn't do it for me for some reason. Looks upside down. Just looks weird. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly the Chevy SS looked like a Chevy Malibu. People like us would have noticed the difference, but most people would never notice the difference. Hey, VC, what's up, VC? Good to see VC here. How's it going? Your neighbor just bought the Bold Anniversary Model Mustang a couple months ago. Those are cool. Looks very sharp. Yeah, that's a good car. It's a good looking car. Yeah, that's kind of what I think, Calgary. It looks like I think a lot of the Chevys look that, the new Chevy truck especially, and the Camaro, and they don't look like they put much thought into it. Or the other part, the other thought is that I think sometimes GM styling, other than the new Corvette, which I think is gorgeous, but they try to, for some reason, they want to have all their cars look alike. Like they want to be very noticeable that it's from the same family of cars, which I don't necessarily agree is a good thing. If you buy an upper level car, you don't want it to look like a lower level car. You don't want to, yeah, I just don't think that's a good idea. And I also think some of their cars, to me, it looks like it was designed by like 45 different people who all had input. And I think if you get that many people involved, or too many cooks in the kitchen, and you come out with something that's just boring. So that's just my theory, though. I don't know. Yeah, the Ram Rebels. How much is the Ram Rebel? I remember looking at it. It's pretty damn expensive. I can't remember. 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss custom for under 45. That's a pretty good deal. Trucks are getting so expensive. I was looking at I was telling Kim. Kim was asking how much like really nice pickups were, and I told her that I thought that the Ford's highest level was the King Ranch, but then I got on the Ford website and realized there's one above that, and it was like $80,000 to start. It's shocking. And not that it's a pickup, but the new Lincoln Navigator, which I thought was gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful car, huge big old SUV. It's really one of the few SUVs that even appeals to me. But I got online just out of curiosity to see what they started at, and they started like $96,000, which is insane. It is beautiful, but 96 grand to start for an SUV. It's a good looking car though. Yeah, the Lincoln Navigator Calgary, I agree. It does rock and it's beautiful, and I don't even like those kind of cars, and that thing is like, whoa, that is a nice looking vehicle and a beautiful interior, and I'm sure it does all kinds of amazing things I don't even know about. But yeah, 96 to start. So ouch. Yeah, Becky, that's what I always say. I don't think I'd buy a new pickup necessarily. Maybe something like one of the performance type pickups or something. But yeah, if I was going to need a truck for truck purposes, like moving stuff around and working and stuff, I'd buy an old one that I didn't have to worry about banging it up and scratching it up. I'd like to be able to throw stuff in the back, or drive through a bunch of tree limbs or something without worrying that I just scratched up my $80,000 truck. Yeah, there's like a lot of beautiful trucks, but it's like you don't really want to use them for truck stuff. So they're selling so many of, trucks and SUVs are everything now. So Ford's not even going to build cars anymore other than Mustang, and GM's right behind them. It looks like going down the same path. And Dodge is only going to be building, the Challenger and Charger. They don't seem to be too interested in doing much else as far as a smaller economical type car anymore. I don't know. It's getting crazy. Everyone's buying these big trucks and SUVs and crossovers. And the trucks are getting, I don't even know what a basic, I'd have to go on and build one on one of the sites, but just a basic pickup runs now just to start. I wonder, I don't even know. Yeah, people are buying them as a family vehicle, and guys who used to, be looking at a Camaro or a Corvette or Challenger type thing, they're buying a pickup now. So the world's changing. Boise City says the Lincoln Navigator and the Ford Expedition are pretty good. Only thing you don't like is the engine, is the EcoBoost junk. Yeah. Chris Wiggins, what's up? Chris Wiggins says Joy 66. If a person injects enough fart into their intake stream, will it drive an O2 sensor rich? I don't know. Maybe someone should make a video and see if that would be an interesting YouTube video to give it a little experiment and try. I'm not going to do it, but someone should, though. Like one of those channels that there's a few channels out now where guys they got a car and they run it on every kind of fuel they can think of. Lighter fluid and straight nothing but sea foam and all that kind of stuff. Maybe one of those kind of channels could do that. Calgary says the U.S. Army had another big auction sell-off of the Chevy trucks they use for the service of 5 quad 6. Yeah, that kind of stuff that's perfect for like just hardcore farm use or hunting and not worrying about tearing them up and all that. That's perfect. BC says, good night, all the best and safe driving. Thank you very much. Good night to you, and thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. We come in every Sunday night, so come on back. Yeah, the EcoBoost engine isn't, I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak from a lot of personal experience on that, Boise, but here a lot of people don't really care for it. And I know it's kind of a weird, I don't know, when you think of those kind of vehicles, you don't think of that kind of engine, but I like another one of those things where times are changing for sure. I think it would be a good episode of somebody could, I don't know how exactly you would pull that off, but someone should give it a try. Those channels are pretty interesting. Those guys that do that stuff. It's kind of fun to watch the cars running on whatever people can think of as fuel. It's amazing how people can come up with some really good ideas for channels. You'll see some excellent ideas and you'll be like, oh man, why didn't I think of that? And then a lot of them, there'll be one channel like that and then it's very successful. So of course there's going to be a whole bunch of channels just like it. Boise City says, well, Joey, there's one thing that Chevy did do right, new Silverado and with the Trail Boss Custom, you can now get off-road variant of pickup truck for under $50,000. Like, I think the trucks are probably great trucks and all that. I just, like, appearance-wise, don't care for them, but I'm not criticizing the mechanical ability or whatever off-roading ability or the actual quality of the truck. I just or any of their cars for that matter. Oh yeah, Motley's gonna make the chili, and the rest is up to you guys. I'll do the videotaping. Whose car are we gonna use? We need an old beater car to do this with. And we got to make sure the O2 sensors are good to start with, so we'll have to get a couple of new O2 sensors and Blazy says, yeah, it's the Ford F-150 Limited. Talk about the attack. Yeah, I know the prices are. I think what is the highest level F-150? I thought it was the King Ranch, but then when I got on there, there's like one above it, the Platinum or something. I can't remember now. There's one above the King Ranch. I thought the King. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that all that much, but. And I don't know what a Raptor costs, but that's a whole other different thing. But which I do like those a lot. Really, car prices in general are staggering when you start looking at cars and you realize, man, like just an average little basic transportation car is, what, 30? What's the cheap? I just saw something about what the least expensive new car that you can buy in America. I think it was like 14 something, which is a cheap car, but still, you think that's going to be your basic. I bought a Ford Escort with nothing. Didn't even have a radio. I bought it brand new in 1993. I think it was under $10,000. It was stripped down, nothing. I mean, it was manual transmission, no radio, no air conditioning. Yeah, I would probably buy a base model too. I probably, like I said, I probably wouldn't buy a pickup. Probably wouldn't buy a new pickup. I really like old pickups anyway. But yeah, 80 grand for a gutsied up pickup. No, thank you. I hear you. I don't really get it, but they're going to sell the public what they want, and apparently that's what the public wants now. So they're just trying to do good business, and that's what they, that's what people want to buy. That's what the car companies are going to make. So just like all these generic crossovers and SUVs, that so many of them you can't tell one from another. If you're a block away, you wouldn't know what it was. You have to go walk up closer to see which one it was. But that's what people are buying. That's what they want. Everybody wants to blend in with each other and drive the same car, I guess. I don't know. So if that's what they want, that's what the car companies are going to build. Yeah, that's the other thing about having a pickup. You get a lot of, hey, what are you doing Saturday? I need to move, or I got a refrigerator I got to pick up, or something. I got all these tree branches in my yard, or something. That's when you have an old crappy pickup. You can go, oh, you can borrow my pickup. I won't be there, but you're welcome to borrow my pickup. Robbie France says, I remember your dad hitting the roof. The salesman said the price of the 77 GMC truck being $7,800. Yeah. Yep. Exactly, Robbie. I remember those days too. But well, when cars started to get up around $10,000 and stuff, it was like, oh my God. I remember when I was really, really little, my first car thing, the first time I ever saw a car that I really, really thought was cool was it must have been about like a 69 or 70 Corvette. And I asked my dad about it. I was really little. Hadn't started school yet or anything. And he told me, what it was. And Dad knew quite a bit about cars and stuff. He was into cars and all that. And then he told me that they were, I forget what they were, $6,000 or $7,000 or something. And I remember as a little kid just thinking that was, who could possibly afford that? Yeah, all cars do have AC. You should run the window down. That's what I did in that Escort. I lived in Colorado at the time, so it never got super hot. And when it did get hot at all, it's dry. And, so it wasn't too bad. I couldn't live with that here. I think the world's changing in a lot of ways, some for the better and some not, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. It's kind of along for the ride at this point. Try not to fall too far behind, trying to learn new stuff and keep your, I don't want to be the old guy who can't operate electronics and stuff and have kids have to do it. So don't want to be that person. I'm sure I will be before too long though. Yeah, Boise City, problems with new vehicles, you only drive them until the warranty goes and then you get rid of them or you get ready for big repair costs. Because not that they're junk, but when things break now, it's a lot more expensive than it used to. And all this, all the things that cars have now, some of it's cool when it's new and it's all working great. But, 6 years, 7 years, whatever down the line, when all those fancy features stop working, then you got major repair costs, which sucks. But so yeah, that's why you see so many German cars that are just a few years old and they're for sale and they're really cheap because those repair costs on those things once they go out of warranty are insane. So then people say, oh look, a BMW for whatever, it's only however many years old, that's a really good deal. But the reason that person's getting rid of that car is because every repair is outrageous. And there's no car that's never going to need repair. There's none that are that good. They all need something eventually. We've been on for, we got about just a couple minutes left here, guys, and I got to roll. I didn't realize we've been on here for almost an hour and a half. Usually go about an hour and a half, so that's what we'll do. So we get ready to head on out for another Sunday evening. I still got to go get ready for work tomorrow, get my clothes ready, and all that other junk you do on Sunday night when you get ready to go to work the next day. Becky was dreading their last inspection because you thought they were sure going to have a problem with the brakes and tires. So you got it though? You went to your inspection and it was okay? Dodge Boy says, talking cars. What do you guys think about the new Supra? I personally don't know a lot about it. I think it looks kind of cool. And you passed, Becky. Good job. Nice. At least you got by for one more year. You got a year to get. You got to do it every year. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the Supra. I mean, I know people were kind of disappointed in it when it first came out. I know that there was a lot of news and stuff around about it not being super popular with the Supra people. Isn't it basically a BMW derived car, I think? And I don't know. I thought it looks good. I think it does look like a pretty cool car, but I haven't heard much great about it, especially from old school Supra fans. Yeah, I think that's the thing I've heard the most is it's a little more horsepower, needs a little more horsepower, and it's not really. I don't know. I don't even know if I can speak on this. I don't know enough about it. Just what I've heard, kind of in passing, because I don't really pay a lot of attention to it either. So, hey, Calgary, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. You have a fun week too. And I'll keep that. I'll have people check out your stuff if they're interested in a Hellcat you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like a BMW, basically with Toyota badge. Yeah, no manual, a little low on horsepower. I think it does look good though. Just from what I've seen, I think it's a good looking car. And I think it's kind of reminiscent looking of the old Supras, but yeah, like I said, I haven't heard much good about it. Like people who don't like them, and then people who used to like the old Supras don't seem to be too thrilled. And I saw, somebody, one of the big YouTubers has one. He was trying to set and no takers, and Dodge Boy says Mazda's thinking of coming out with an RX-9. I got a coworker who's really big into Mazdas. He's a big Mazda guy. He has an RX-7. He also has a Corvette, but he's a big Mazda guy. He's always talking about Mazdas and RX-7s, and he loves to look up videos of RX-7s racing Challengers and stuff like that and call me over to watch. He's a good guy, though. Yeah, Ford Raptor's 85, brand new. That's what I was thinking, 80 or 90 or something like that. But that's like a totally different thing, though. No one's buying that to be like a work truck or whatever. You're buying it for its off-road performance and all that. It's kind of a specialty thing. So that's kind of a little bit more understandable. It's kind of like the Hellcat of trucks or something, I guess. I don't know if that's a very good comparison, but I can sort of understand that because it is very, very capable right out of the factory. And so it makes a little bit of sense. because most guys buying that just looking for a toy, like just like a guy out buying a Hellcat or something, or a ZL1 or. Yeah, I don't know what that new Ram, the TRX. I don't know what that'll. A lot. I'm shocked at the price of the Jeep, the Jeep pickup thing, whatever the hell it's called. I'm drawing a blank. Gladiator. I think it's a pretty. I kind of like it. A lot of people think it's ugly. I think they're cool, but a little taken aback by the price. I didn't expect them to cost that much. They should put the V8 back in the Raptor. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's got to have the V8. Like people who are looking, I've seen on videos and on YouTubers and stuff. People were looking for a Raptor and they're looking for the they want the V8, so they were looking for used ones. They're not that interested in the V6 newer one. So they definitely need to. I think they made a mistake. They should have offered both. Well, I think I am going to roll out of here. I've got a few things to do before bedtime, and like I always say, I might try to catch a couple other people's live streams if I can get a couple things done real quick here. Maybe I'll see some of you guys in there, a couple of places. Anyway, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. That should be pretty cool, Calgary. Yeah, I need another rotary engine. I'm going to roll, guys. A lot of cars are going to be hybrids, I think, coming up pretty soon. There'll be a lot of basic hybrid cars coming up, so it should be interesting. A lot of performance cars that are going to be hybrids, so that should be something to watch in the next couple of years. Thanks, guys. I'm going to roll. See you later. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate all the support, especially since I wasn't here last week. I was afraid I might have dropped a few people off, but anyway, cool, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dodge Boy and Dominic, Becky, Boise, Calgary, everybody else who's here. I really appreciate it, you being here, and we'll see y'all soon. I'll get some videos out this week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. You guys rock. You guys make the channel work, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much.